Name Sebastian Zabala from Lexington, and 4.5 years. Oh crap, can't believe I'm saying that. 4.5 years, yep.
What's the best night you've ever had in comedy?
The best night, I'll probably say one of my favorite nights was about almost 2 years ago. There was this comedy club up in Georgetown, I'll never forget it. It was called the Laughing Post, and that was like the only time I really got to have any like real opportunity at a comedy club, and like we sold that bitch out, and it was just a fun old experience. I got to like host like the weekend show, so just having that like comedy experience, like, you know, you feel like you're the quarterback of the night. You know, you're opening up, you're the first person they see, and you're the last person they see, and you're responsible for like, you know, just boosting everybody's energy up in the crowd and making sure everybody has a good flow in between sets. So that was definitely my favorite experience in comedy so far. Laughing Post Comedy Club that used to be open in Georgetown. That was the one.
What inspired you to do stand-up?
Growing up, I just love making people laugh, man. I was actually a shy kid growing up, and when I was like in middle school, I realized that I loved making my close friends laugh. The ones I felt comfortable with, I just wasn't afraid to be myself around them. And I would do like literally the stupidest stuff just so I can make people laugh. I don't know why, I just have this big love for making people laugh, but I just have a humongous love when it comes to making people laugh. I met some comedians when I was young too. I was able to meet Sinbad and Gabriel Iglesias, and just seeing them live as a teenager really inspired me. I was like, man, I really want to do that one of these days. Like, that was just something off my bucket list. And I was like, I have to do it, you know, it's on my bucket list. Once I finally got rid of stage fright and did it, yeah, I bombed that the first time, but eventually I learned how to get better at it.
What would you tell a new comedian that has a lot of stage fright? What would you tell them to get rid of that stage fright?
Oh man, well, somebody told me, like, when I first started doing stand-up, I remember it was Lee Kimbrell. I remember I thought he was, he's a Lexington comic. I thought he was super funny, and I told him I'm new to this. He's like, bro, all you gotta do is just go up there and not give an F. Just go up there and not give an F. When I heard him say that, I really started thinking. I was like, you know what, he's right. Like, all the best comedians out there, they go up on stage, they really don't give an F what people think about them. Like, all they care about is, am I making these people laugh? That is it. That's their main responsibility. They don't care what people think about them. They don't care how big of a fool they're making themselves look. They do not care. And that helps you a lot stay more relaxed and more confident, and just like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. You just start thinking more clearly when you're up on stage, and you're able to like block that inner stage fright.
I kind of black out when I'm on stage. I can't remember faces or anything I was doing or anything in that audience.
Yeah, I'm like focused on my jokes too, but like I remember faces if I interact with them a little bit, the ones in the front. But other than that, I just focus on my jokes.
Do you have a time that you bombed real bad that you remember that you can tell us about?
Oh yeah, man, I bombed plenty of times, man. When you start doing stand-up, you start performing in places where people really don't care about what you're doing, man. They're just there to like have a good time, be with their friends, or have a drink. But yeah, man, I've bombed plenty of times. I actually bombed like back in March 2022. That's the most recent one I can remember, because I was like, all right, let me try out these new jokes. And I invited like 7 of my friends out, and I was like, when I invite friends out, I'm gonna show out. Man, I bombed with 7 friends that I invited. I was like, man, this sucks. And I was just like, man, I started off with some new jokes, and I was like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't start off with the new jokes. Maybe I should save that for the end. And just work with the jokes I know are gonna work in the beginning. Who knows? You know, you learn more the more you do, and that's what I can say.
If you can, give me 5 quick pieces of advice for a brand new comedian starting out to set them up for success.
Definitely be yourself. That's definitely the number one, man. Just be yourself. Don't try to be like somebody else. Whatever makes you unique, show people why you're unique. There's a reason why you go up on stage. It's because you think you're funny, so show people why you're funny. Don't, you know, talk about your background. Yeah, just practice makes perfect, so the more you go up, the more comfortable you'll get at it. You know, it's not gonna be a sprint, it's gonna be a marathon, so be prepared for that. It's gonna take some time to really develop your skills, to improve. Get advice from as many people that you can get advice from. If you see a comic that you come across that you see has a good set of skills, who's been doing it for a while, man, definitely go reach out to them, get some advice. They'll provide you some good feedback that will definitely get you, miles ahead of that run. But talk about yourself as well. Don't be afraid to make fun of yourself. Just learn to not give an F. That's the big one. Learn to not give an F. Don't care too much about what people think about you. Just go up there, have fun, be relaxed, and be yourself. Just try to come up with some creative comedy that you can, whether you're big, tall, short, fat, skinny, whatever. Like, whoever it is, just come up with something creative about it.
What's it feel like bombing?
What's it feel like bombing?
What's the feeling?
Bro, it sucks, man. It freaking sucks. In the beginning, bombing feels like, man, it's like the worst thing that ever happened, man. Especially that day, it's like, man, that's the worst. Like, I ain't doing this shit ever again. Like, I'm not doing it for a while. I'm taking a break. I don't want to do this, not for me. Bombing feels bad because you work on a joke, then you realize, okay, this joke didn't hit, and you're a little bit disappointed. But as the years go by, you just learn to take it. You're just like, you know what, this is part of comedy. Especially when you do a new joke, you really don't know if that's going to be good or not. So bombing is actually really good because it helps provide you personal feedback to see what do you need to work on, what does work, what probably needs some tweaking to go on. So bombing is actually really good in the comedy industry, in my opinion. Does it suck? Yes, but once you bomb enough, you start to learn to just, all right, that one didn't work. You just gotta skip on quick and go on to the next joke. That's what you gotta do. Just rapid fire that shit and go and just don't pay attention to it. Forget that happened. Me up on Facebook, Sebastian Zabala, Zabala. And then on TikTok, you can follow me on Sebastian_comedian. That's where I post some of my videos.